Hey, what's up guys? So today, I got something pretty cool. This, I think, is the cheapest Bimetal yo-yo. I got this for $18 on Amazon. This is the YoYo King Ghost. Somebody sent me a link to it, and I was quite skeptical being, only $18. Like, this is a Bimetal yo-yos, and there's more than one type of metal. So this is a Magic Yo-Yo Stealth, for example, where we got an aluminum body with steel weight rings to give it more rim weight. Towards the outside of the yo-yo. So, and this is considered a cheap Bimetal yo-yo, and it's $50. So the fact that this one's 18, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just adjust the camera and see if it's bullshit or. All right, so here is the box. YoYo King. Really simple. YoYo King Ghost. Bimetal, aluminum, ring, axle, extra string, new, I don't know. Imagined in USA, made in China. Whatever. So, I guess let's do it. Oh, that one's already, okay, I cut that one. And that one's already good. Okay, so. Okay, so. It comes with an extra bearing. It looks like it has a slim bearing in there. Yeah, I'll take it apart in a second, but yeah, I mean, it looks like it's two different types of metal. It's kind of hard to tell because it's like a raw, or just a polished silver. I wish it was anodized all cool or something. They have another yo-yo that's also $18 and supposedly bimetal that I'm gonna check out as well. It's in the mail. It should be here in the next couple days, but. Yeah, it just looks like it's just one little, it's a very thin stainless steel ring. I think it really is stainless steel. But the way they fit that in, kind of unique. It's just the edge, like it doesn't go all the way in on here. Like this is still the aluminum. So it's just like a little sliver. It like goes in there. And there, but yeah, enough with that. The shape looks pretty nice, kind of a nice, basic shape. Looks like you'll be able to do finger spins on here. Probably not amazingly, but you'll be able to do them. Thumb grinds you'll be able to do. Yeah, it feels quite nice. Feel a little rough unscrewing it. Not bad though for an $18 yo-yo. Yeah, it looks like it's got some really, really slim lubed up bearing that I'm not even gonna try. We're gonna go straight to the other one. But here is little YoYo King instructions. Oh, look at that. Here's what I think about that. Okay, so enough with that. But yeah, the yo-yo looks pretty good actually. It's just gonna depend if it's how much it vibes. I don't really like these friction stickers. They look like just like the flowable silicone stickers. This is clear pads. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that. So I'll probably, if I like this yo-yo, I'll probably end up eventually putting some red RTV silicone in there. But yeah, I like the logo too. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess let me go get my bearing tool, switch out the bearing, put a string on it, and I'll be right back. Cheers. Here's something I noticed when I was switching the bearings. There is, if you can see that, a tiny bit of rust on the end of the axle. Not sure if the camera's gonna be able to pick that up, but yeah, that's never good. So I'm just gonna put some yo-yo lube on the axle itself. That's something I do normally anyways. But yeah, or a lot of times when you just lube the bearing, it'll get on there. It does also come with extra pads and these. So I got that out. We're gonna put this baby back together with the center track bearing. And yeah. Okay guys, it's all strung up. Feels quite nice in my hand. One thing is this bearing is really loud. And it's got a little vibe. Actually, you know what though? Okay, so I can feel the vibe on the string a little bit. Not bad at all, but I can feel it a little bit. On the yo-yo itself, I don't feel anything. I touch my fingernail, I don't hear anything. All the vibe is coming from the bearing. So I think either the bearing's too dry and running a little rough, or this bearing just sucks and you might want to replace it with a different one. But for $18, the yo-yo itself it feels pretty good. Let's, I guess I'll give it a little more of a test. See, the bearing's getting louder now. See, you hear that? So, a gripe about this yo-yo would definitely be the bearing, but that's an easy swap. Like, I have so many bearings, it's like, you know, that's an easy fix. Whoa. You know, it sleeps quite long. It's quite stable. You know, I mean, obviously it's bimetal, so it's going to be pretty rim weighted. Even though there's not that big of a rim in there, they're kind of like put the smallest amount of metal on there where they could still call it bimetal. But, I mean, it's a bimetal. There'll be a link in the description where you can get this on Amazon. Yeah, but it feels nice. I don't really like these pads, but that's like 100% personal preference. This coating feels kind of grabby, so it's probably not going to make for good grinds. Yeah, I mean, you can do them, but it's not the greatest. Let's try a thumb grind. It actually thumb grinds really well. Finger spin, I don't know, let's give it a try. Probably won't be that good because this groove, it's like, it's just gonna kind of sit in there. It's not gonna, it's not gonna like catch like the Skyva's one or anything. But let's try it out. Whoa, you see? All right, let me do that again. You see how when I caught it, instead of locking it in place, it's just like. So you can finger spin with it, but don't get it just for finger spins or because you want to finger spin a lot. Hold on, let me adjust my string tension. I'll do one more. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see how it does that? Like, it's like, yeah, so you're gonna have to kind of go with it. Like, you can still finger spin, but you're not gonna be, you know, it's gonna be harder. It's not gonna be like the Skyva or the Speedaholic or any of those all yo-yos. You see, the way it is, it's just, it works, but it's not giving me enough time to set it up to whip it off or anything. Like, it's, you know, quite hard. Oh yeah, that time I could have, but I suck, so, oh well. But yeah, other than that though, this thing feels pretty darn nice. The bearing actually, it feels like it's actually breaking in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it actually plays really, really nice. And it's so big, that makes it really easy to catch for whips. Or, well, maybe not. No, that was me. It's pretty easy to catch. This string's actually super short, too, that I'm using. I'm using the string that just came with it. It is quite short. You're probably not going to want to use this unless you're, you know, a shorter person in general. But, you know, definitely not bad. But yeah, I mean, I actually kind of dig this thing. It's not the best, not the worst, but $18, bimetal yo-yo, pretty cool. There's also one thing though. It's called the Ghost, and G Squared has a yo-yo named the Ghost, so it's kind of, they shouldn't have named it something that's already got a name, but maybe they didn't know that. But yeah, the size too is just like for just tricks like simple tricks like Eli hops and stuff or boingy boings. It's like really, really good yo-yo. It's like super easy. Yeah, the size, the shape, the weight makes it easy to handle stuff, you know, especially fast-paced stuff where you're popping it up, catching it. You know, it just works pretty good. So for $18, I'm gonna have to say buy this one. It's not, you know, it's not the perfect yo-yo. It's not the best. You might have to tweak it a little, but for $18, I mean, why not? So hope you guys liked the video, and hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you later.